Yo, what is up, guys? It's your boy Black Triforce. If you did not know, yes, I am black and I'm back on the track like I never left. And today is another episode of Fast Food with BT4. And yes, as you can see, I have, done what I wanted to do so far on the beat. But this is going to be mainly a breakdown of how I came up for the Freya tribute beat. Now, this beat I said I was going to do because I got Freya in the mobile game, Don Machi. It's a pretty cool game. I'm enjoying myself so far, even though I know the whole censorship thing is going crazy right now. I wish they would, fix that in some manner. But so far, I'm enjoying the game. And this is one of the characters that I was able to get when I first started the game. And Freya has been very good for my magic users. So when I heard that there was another version of her coming out, I pretty much had to go ahead and throw all my iris, which is the in-game currency, at her to get the new version of her. And once I got the new version of her, I said on Twitter that, hey, I'm gonna make a tribute beat for her due to this happening, due to me getting her and another character in the same role, both 4 stars. So I was super happy and excited. I may play the clip right here. I'm not sure yet. But anyway, this is the beat for her. I use this image here on the right as a means for me to, kind of see where I can go with this here. Hopefully I could make something that's kind of fitting of this image. But I am no professional. Just want to say that right now. This is just me basically making a beat from scratch. I already, tried to make a video of this beforehand, but I didn't like how it turned out. It took about an hour and maybe 10 minutes to get to this point. I did a little bit extra, but, I kind of wanted to hurry up and make the beat as quick as possible so I can get the video out and possibly the beat. I'm not sure yet. If the beat isn't out, it will come out later this week. I'm trying to, be a little bit better at my mixing and such, so I may take some time on that. I apologize in advance if I don't have it up today or tomorrow, but I'm gonna try to have it up as soon as possible, that's for sure. So let's do a little breakdown of it. Usually with Fast Food BT4, I make the beat in front of you, but some people, I believe, do not like that length. So what I'm gonna try to do is I'm gonna make the video, of me making the beat, and I'm going to have it have a separate screen here of me doing it in fast motion, so you can all see the time I put into it. But this is on the playlist now. I didn't have a playlist beforehand. I just kind of did that before making this video. So let's do a little breakdown of what I had in mind when I made this beat. Now lately I have been making a lot of R&B typish beats. The last one that I made for 02 is kind of R&B-ish. So I wanted to, have the image here to have an idea of how I'm going to do it. And she looks like a classy lady, so I decided to go with a classy instrument. And cellos, when you think of classic, you think of cellos. So I got cellos. Now, cellos are a very, deep instrument. They're not really meant to be used like violins and such, but I just like the way they sound, and I use them in a lot of my production. So, just a little cello like that, can work. I decided to stick with F. F was my main note for a lot of this, and it just became this jumble of mess here. This is a big mess, but I kind of liked how the mess sounded, so I decided to keep it. I think I have it in the mode where it doesn't play on the play. No, I don't. I have it in the mode where it does play on the playlist. So let's get it off the playlist and let's listen to what I was able to come up with. Like I said, I stuck with the note F, and I just went up an octave, and I made a chord in between. So I used C and G sharp. So I don't know what this chord is called. I just kind of make music. I don't know anything about music theory and such. I don't know how to play a piano. I just know how to use the program well, to the point where I can make anything that I feel like making. So I apologize if you're coming here for an education, but no, I just don't have that that output for advice when it comes to music. I just kind of make it. So if you can take any tips from this video, great. That's all I gotta say to that. But let's listen to the dark cello here. and it just kind of repeats there. I'm just looping it. Like I said, this is a pretty fast track, so I'm not being too picky with how I, progress the song here. But yeah, that's how this dark cello sounded, and I based everything I did after that on this. So, when you think of cellos, you think of deep, sounds already. So of course I had to go and get the deep cello. Now the deep cello, I'm calling the low cello. It's the same kind of cello here on Nexus. It's the same kind, but I just lowered it a little bit. Still in the note of F here, and it just goes down to E. So it's a pretty simple cello. Something simple, nothing too complicated. I just wanted to, have a basis for my my bass when I decided to get to that step there. So this was the basis for that. Nothing too complicated, nothing above it, nothing below it, just this, So that's how I roll when it comes to making music. Now, the R&B lead is the next instrument I decided to use. This is also from Nexus, but this is a preset, so it may not come with Nexus itself, but it is a preset that I found and I was able to implement into this. Now, as you can see, some of these notes are overlapping, and that's to give it a drunk effect. The reason I decided to give it a drunk effect is because she's holding a glass of wine here in this image. So I was like, yeah, maybe she's a little tipsy. I don't know, man. Maybe she gets down in the club. I'm not sure. But that's where I, decided to get that idea from. So this is how the R&B lead sounds. Now, it does sound, like a little drunk lead, and I kind of like it. So I decided to stick with it. Nothing too complicated. Like I said, it kind of fits a little bit for the image. But this is where it kind of, gets out of hand. I had to, make a decision. Hey, what kind of beat am I going to make? Is it going to be trap? It sounds very trappish. So let's go with a trap beat. I haven't made one in a while. It sounds like a trap beat. Maybe it's not a trap beat. I don't know. But it sounds like one to me, so I'm just going to assume it's a trap beat. Now, the other instrument I use is Gamer. Now, Gamer is from, what is it from? It's from, what is this program? Harmer. Can't believe I forgot that. But Gamer is something I used to use a lot. In fact, I used Harmer to pretty much produce the first Waifu Wars beat tape, and it helped me out so much. I think the only thing I didn't use from Harmer was pianos, but everything else came from Harmer. Now, with this, I just kind of copied the dark cellos. This is going to be an instrument that I might just put in there so you can't forget the melody that we started off with, basically. So it's to make the dark cellos note progression a little bit noticeable, if I'm saying that right, But this is what it sounds like. It's the same as the dark cellos, but it's just with the Gamer sound. So, whoop, I have it turned off. It's probably getting in the way of the production, so I just kind of just turned it off for the moment to get an idea of how I'm going to progress the song. Anyway, this is what it sounds like. Now, it kind of reminded me of strolling through the menu of Final Fantasy VII. And this was the instrument that kind of made me think, hey, this does not fit the image of Freya. But I do like it for some reason. I don't know if it's because I played the game and watched the anime. I like it more as a game. And is it bad? I don't know. But because it's a game, I think I subconsciously liked this Gamer sound. I still like it, But for the finished product, I don't know if I'm going to have it. But for now, it works. And that's all I got to say to that. All right, so moving on, we're going to go to the channel here. I'm going to go up. And we have the claps. Now, the claps, nothing too complicated, Since I said it was going to be a trap beat, I decided to establish a trap beat. Now, the one thing I did do that's a little bit different is that I took the advice of somebody that I watched on YouTube, and I made sure to have the clap, well, the snares specifically, not the clap, the snares a little bit over this line here. And it sounds pretty fire. I never thought of doing that because I'm always on time with my stuff. So I decided to go ahead and try it out, and it sounds pretty good. So I used a regular clap here I got from a Future Bass kit, and it sounds pretty good together. So this is what it sounds like together. And that's it. Now it's a little bit extra at the end here, but I'll save that. It's a surprise. But other than that, it's just a basic snare and clap. And here I have a some kind of glitch hop sound effect. It sounds like a tom drum, but it's just something I decided to put in to make it something interesting to listen to. And it shifts. Now this was placed manually. There's no effect on this one. I did this manually. Next is the hi-hats. Now the hi-hats, I kind of like Omar's kit, and the Omar's kit had this hi-hat, I believe. Nope, no it didn't. My bad, Omar. But this hi-hat, I like it. I don't know where I got it from though. I think I got it from something else, but it's a very soundish hi-hat. Kind of reminds me of a J. Cole-ish hi-hat. I'm not sure, but this is what it sounds like. Now it just repeats like that. The reason I have it, the reason it sounds like that, I did that manually. What I wanted to do is I wanted to close off everything after you hit the note. So for instance, if I hit Q and let it play out, Q on my keyboard, by the way, you can hear that it's, has some little bit of static in the end, and it may have some sound flowing off of it. I didn't want that, so I just wanted it tight as possible. So now, because I did this here, I blocked it off. It sounds like it just immediately stops, and I kind of like that. All right, and this is just a Vox, nothing special. I just wanted something at a certain point. Now that I think about it, it does have some tail on it, even though I stopped it. Maybe it needs to be a little bit shorter. Let me see. Actually, that was me. It doesn't have a tail on it because I shortened it. And I also raised the pitch of it. Well, not the pitch, but I just went up a note, basically. Same thing. No professional. Let's see. The next thing I decided to do, I decided to mess with some perks. And with the perks, I just kind of, use a shaker. I think it's a shaker. Yeah, it's a shaker. So just a shaker. Of course, you got your kicks, your kicks. Now I decided to make them very hard hitting. I raised the bass on it, and I also raised the velocity here. So yeah, it's gonna be a little bit loud. Just wait for it. Next, we got the Luda bass, which I always use. I rarely use 808s. Nothing against 808s. 808 sounds fire, but I just can't use them properly, so I just stick with bass. And that's what it sounds like. I did add some distortion to it. I tried to keep, let's see here. I tried to keep Camel Crusher and fast distortion, but I didn't, because it sounds weird with both of them together. Too much distortion. But I don't know which one is better, because Camel Crusher does have a unique sound to it. It has a lot of presets that I kind of like, but Fruity Fast Distortion is also pretty good. So if you got, Camel Crusher, use it. If you don't, use Fast Distortion. It sounds pretty good to me right now, but who knows? On the finished product, it may change. I'm just gonna keep saying that. But that's what I decided to keep. Now, as for the what is that noise? All right, so as for the cymbal, I decided to use a Luda cymbal, something simple, nothing crazy. And that's pretty much it on that. I used the same technique. I just blocked it off. And then the brass stab, this is following the low cellos at the top here. So if you got that, you can just copy that and make it shorter. And that's pretty much it. There's nothing hard about this beat at all. I don't know why it took an hour to make. I guess I was just taking my time with the sound selection and, you know, just having some fun. And of course, the BT4 string, which is, you know, just a string. And that's it, you know. And when you put it together, you got a beat. Now, I am going to disable the gamer sound so you can see how it sounds without it. And I also forgot to mention that I put my tag in here, of course. And I also put a break in here, like a fill. But you'll hear it, how it sounds. But yeah, this is the finished product. As so far, let me just put that in there because I may change some stuff when the beat drops. Like I said, hopefully I can get it to you guys soon. I'm sorry that I wasn't able to get it to you, you know, today. Things happened. I got a little bit carried away with time, so yeah, it took a little bit longer. But I did release a fast food with BT4 video. So yeah, victory. Anyway, this is what the beat sounds like. Tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. Do you like this format of me doing fast food with BT4, or would you prefer me spending like an entire hour just going through the whole beat like normal? Let me know. Do you want me to like cut the video down a little bit or something? I'm curious because I really want to make this work. Anyway, this is what the beat sounds like. If you enjoy it, let me know in the comment section below. This has been your boy Black Triforce. Say it 3 times. Peace. And I'm out of here. I hope you guys are full.